In this video, I'm going to share with you my first time ever traveling to Vietnam. I'll show you the 5-star hotel, the sights, the attractions. Of course, we have to show you the food and many things that you probably wouldn't expect to see in Vietnam. This was a wonderful cultural trip, but unfortunately, it almost didn't happen. I'm here at Suvarnabhumi Airport and leaving for a week-long trip to Vietnam to explore Da Nang. Unfortunately, there's a huge problem. As an American, I didn't know that I'm going to need a visa, so right now I'm applying for an emergency visa so I can get to Vietnam. I just got the paperwork approval for the e-visa. That was very expensive. It was 12,500 baht, which is $390. Okay, now we're rushing to the ticket counter and hopefully get to check in on time. Oh, look who I ran into. There's Sue. Yeah, unfortunately, my little screw-up almost cost us the beginning of this flight, but I think it's going to be okay. We are literally the last ones at the counter. This whole area was full when we got here, and everybody's already checked in, so we're the last ones. All checked in, and now we got to rush over to the new terminal. And like I said, that was not a cheap way to get this visa, but it was fast, and there'll be somebody to meet me over in Vietnam. I had no idea that as an American citizen, I needed more than just a visa on arrival into Vietnam, so that's the way it is. We are now in the second terminal, and it's quite empty and quiet, ready to board and go to Vietnam. Are you excited, Sue?
Woohoo! I am.
Okay, let's go. Now, this will be my first time flying VietJet. It is a budget Vietnamese airline. I have never tried them, but that is one of the few flights available because we booked this trip just a couple weeks before we left because of the bad weather in Vietnam, so we just kind of played it till the last minute. All right, here we go. We're in row 7, 7D and E. Right here. All right, I'm 5'11", about 180 centimeters, and as you can see, legroom is at a minimum here. For Sue, who is 42 centimeters tall, it's plenty.
That's 42.
Okay, we have landed here in Vietnam, and now I'm looking for our visa person so I can get my visa done. So I gotta find somebody who's got my name on a sign. Got my visa handled very quickly, and it was off in a grab to our hotel. Da Nang traffic is crazy, but going over this dragon bridge, this was really cool. I mean, it's such a beautiful bridge and such a nice view to the side, and only about 10 minutes later, and we arrived at the Peninsula Hotel. This is a beautiful 5-star hotel. Okay, here we are at the Peninsula Hotel. This is where I booked our room. This place looks really nice, and it is right across the street from the ocean. All right, let's check out this room that I got us. There's a really nice bathroom over here, very nice amenities, a nice shower, and surprisingly, there's even a bathtub that they managed to get in here, and you'll see the rest of it. It's not a huge room, but I really like it, and this was something I got here for Sue's birthday, this trip to Vietnam. Neither one of us has ever been. Obviously, some snacks that you have to pay for, a couple of free waters, and then some sodas and some drinks. Very nice decor, very good condition, very clean. I believe this is listed as a queen bed, but it looks more like a king. There's the bathroom again. Not a huge room, but the big draw is that got the sea view. I mean, literally, there is the ocean. It is right out front, and this place was really magnificent. And the price, this was amazing. It came out to be $56 right on the ocean. 5-star hotel. Includes breakfast every day. It includes afternoon tea with sandwiches. It includes free spa services every day and lots of other things that I wouldn't expect at that price point. And again, the furnishings in here on point, very well maintained, and just a really nice little hotel. Well, this is very nice. They just brought us a little welcome gift here, some banana cake. And gosh, so far the service of this hotel has been excellent. All right, and here's the rooftop infinity pool. Well, it's Infinity Edge out into the ocean. God, this is so nice. It's not big, but very tranquil up here. They're already playing Christmas music. And there's a little bar over here, I believe. Yep, we got a nice little bar. And check out the view from here. This is nice. The weather's really holding out well. Super happy that it is not pouring like it was supposed to be here in Da Nang. And we've got a lot of stuff planned to go check out, but it's our first day here, so I think we're just gonna kind of relax for a little bit. Really beautiful up here. We're now on the 27th floor, and the view's amazing. The weather's really good. And over there in the distance, you've got this wonderful statue, and that is Hoi An. That is a Chinese goddess. And this is the floor with the spa. And like I said, you get free services every day. You either get to use the sauna, the steam room, or you can get a 20-minute foot soak and a hot compress. So this is the afternoon tea and everything that's included. You've got different juices, different coffee. And over here, this is quite incredible. This is included every single day. Fruits. They've got some ham cubes. There's sandwiches. There's spring rolls over here. There's some cookies. There's some kind of Vietnamese jelly that I'm not familiar with. There are chicken burgers. We've got mini croissants over here. Baked bean sticky rice. There's vegetarian deep fried spring rolls. And we have mini Vietnamese bread. This is the banh mi. Got myself a plate of a bunch of different things. I'm gonna enjoy the snack. And then we're gonna go walk along the beach. It's looking like it's gonna rain pretty soon. It's actually supposed to rain the whole time we're here, but we took that chance because of this weather. People are actually in the water over there. Curious to see how warm the water is because, yeah, it's kind of iffy here. Ooh, these are big waves. The water feels nice. Wouldn't mind going for a swim, but maybe not right now. I think today we're just kind of taking it easy. I got myself a little beer sampler. Sue got herself a fresh coconut, and we're just here on the waterfront checking it out. It's just a good day to relax a little bit. All right, guys, it is our second day here in Da Nang, Vietnam. The weather is holding up. It's not raining. And we have come here to the Linh Ung Pagoda. And there's also a statue here. Really excited to go check out this mountaintop pagoda and the statue here and see what else is in this part of Da Nang. I've always had an admiration for architecture and statues. And again, this park here, this is really unique to me. I love seeing stuff like this. Yes, I see a lot of this in Thailand as well, but here in Vietnam, this is something different for me. This is a very peaceful little place. Like I said, it's only about 10, 12 minutes away from our hotel. Wanted to come here and check out this beauty and enjoy the weather because it has not started raining yet. So we're gonna walk around here. I'm really excited to go see this 67-meter tall statue. It's supposed to be the tallest female Buddha statue here in Vietnam, according to what I read online. Absolutely loving all of these different bonsai trees they have here. And I might be wrong, these might not be Japanese bonsai trees, but they're very similar. And there's just so many of them here. Really beautiful on top of this little mountain. Obviously this gentleman is just relaxing, but I love these. I mean, if you look at the details on them, it's just so peaceful and they're just so serene to have these little manicured trees here on this little mountaintop here in Da Nang. The grounds here are lovely. I would definitely recommend coming up here if you have some time while you're here in Da Nang and checking this out. There's quite a bit to see here. Okay, walking over to the statue now, and the bus tour groups are here in full force. So we're just trying to get a few shots of it, take a look at it, and then move along. Really was not expecting that many people here, but there has got to be at least a dozen or 2 dozen tour buses out in the parking lot. So of course there's a lot of people. And this is Guan Yin, the goddess of mercy, 67 meters tall. She is the tallest female statue of this kind in all of Vietnam. So this area here signifies the 7 steps the Buddha took after he was born. You can see all of these in the center here. These are the 7 steps he took. And the legend is that this is the 7th step, and here he stopped and signified that he will not be reborn and that this was his final form. All right, it is now evening and Sue and I are here in Hoi An. This is an ancient trading port here in Vietnam. We're not far from Da Nang, about 45 minutes south, and Hoi An is supposed to be quite picturesome, and we're going to go and check it out. Got some red wine sangria, some fresh orange juice, a macaron, and some kind of a white cheesecake. Well, that was a good little place. All of that came out to be about 407 Vietnamese dong. Whoops, got to watch out for the carts here. So that was around, I want to say $15. And this is beautiful. We're going to walk to the water and check out a boat ride. And I'm just going to ask Sue what she thinks of Vietnam, well, mainly Da Nang so far.
I think so far I like Da Nang. It's chill. We're right now in Hoi An and it has a mixture of old architecture, which is what I like, and history. So far loving it and looking forward to the next few days.
Yeah, this is just the first trip for both of us here in Vietnam, so we're just kind of exploring. We're here for 6 days, and we're taking it easy, not doing anything too crazy. Got some other stuff planned, but right now we're walking towards the water because Sue said you can take a little boat, so we're going to go check that out. But this is a beautiful little area. So one of the reasons we came here to Hoi An is because you have all of these boats out here, and you can take a boat ride along the river, and that's one of the things that Sue and I are going to try to do, but it's kind of difficult because we are constantly getting hassled by the touts who are trying to sell us things, and they kind of won't let you walk through, so you really got to be mindful of that. They're definitely very pushy here. All right, had some technical difficulties. We got onto the boat. Some of the people are not selling the real tickets, so we almost kind of got scammed, but got our money back, got an official ticket on the boat. It's 170,000 Vietnamese dong. We're now going on a 20-minute ride with a couple thousand other people down this beautiful little riverway. Everybody's using this bridge to get across, and look at this thing. It is absolutely packed full of people. I don't know, there's got to be hundreds and hundreds of people on there. Hopefully it'll hold. We're now walking, trying to find a restaurant. There's quite a few, but we're trying to get away from the boom boom music on the other side of the canal because it really kind of ruins the ambiance of this whole area. Sue found this restaurant here, Met, and it had like 12,000 reviews, away from all the crazy tourist stuff. And I got the bún cha, which is quite different than what I'm used to, but it's Vietnamese pork with rice and some other things. And we also got a trio of spring rolls, and Sue's waiting for her vegetarian food. That was a really nice meal. All of it came out to be about 570,000 Vietnamese dong, which is right around $24. Really good meal. We both enjoyed it. All right, guys, we have made it over here to Ban Nai Hills. It is a well-known attraction here, about 45 minutes away from Da Nang. And we're gonna go up on this cable car over the top of the mountain and see what is up there. The weather is beautiful and it's not crazy packed. Then let's go up there. We got our tickets. This was without lunch because we already had breakfast at the hotel. And it came out to be 950,000 Vietnamese dong each, right around $36 US. Cool, it is time to take a cable car up to the top of this mountain. Now, Sue, who's back there, she does not like heights, so this could be kind of interesting. All right, I think I talked them into giving us a separate car. Thank you. All right, looked out, got our own car. Sue, are you ready for the heights? No. Sue doesn't like the heights, but it'll be okay. All right, you ready, Sue? Here we go, we'll be okay. Give me your hand. It'll be okay. She really doesn't like heights.
I'm doing okay.
She's doing all right now, but she was definitely crying as we left. So, yeah, if you're afraid of heights, a lot of people don't like this, but it's so beautiful. As you can see behind me over here, the view is just magnificent. You can just see the castle up here. Probably not, but you'll see it in a minute. Grabbed Sue a little shawl for about the equivalent of $10 because it's definitely chilly here. I'm gonna suck it up because I don't think it's that cold. Wow, it is beautiful. You got like the super colorful Disney looking castle over there. It's definitely a little chilly out here, but man, check this out. That is the lunar castle. That is quite magnificent. They built like a whole castle up here. They're building a whole winemaking experience exhibit here. They have a wine cellar down at the bottom where we came up to the top of this hill that is 100 years old because, of course, when the French came here and colonized it, of course, they brought their winemaking skills with them. But this is really impressive. The grounds here are gigantic. I don't think we're able to cover all of it. We're gonna go see what we can as we're walking through this way, and there's trams, there's roller coaster rides. There's all sorts of stuff here. Okay, next stop is gonna be the car to the Golden Bridge. Okay, I think we'll be able to get on here, just the two of us. Yep. Like I said, little chilly. If you're coming up here, bring a sweatshirt or something because it's definitely a little bit cold. But I'm okay. Sue's doing all right, and we're probably maybe 10% through. This place is giant, so you're gonna need to take a map because there's so many things to see. Oh, the Golden Bridge. Oh, it is packed. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Quite impressive. It's definitely cloudy today, so don't get the view, but that's just kind of the draw. And I'm guessing that during peak season, this place will be absolutely rammed, and it's pretty full right now as it is. On the bridge itself, it is very, very cloudy. And you can't really see much, but that's okay. It's worth coming up here since you're already here. Yeah, during peak season, this would be absolutely rammed. I gotta say, guys, this feels like being in Europe because it's kind of cold, it's cloudy, we're up in the mountains, but it's definitely not Europe, even though with the castles and everything else, because of course you got like the cartoon characters. And then in there's some kind of a robot that I would see in Thailand. So it still has that very Asian influence. This looks like Europe, literally, guys. The streets and everything they've rebuilt here. If you've ever been to Europe, then you would have to agree with me that there is a similar feel to some European squares. This is very impressive. And wow, it is definitely chilly. Trying to find a restaurant we can sit inside. It's a little too cold to be sitting outside. I mean, we are both absolutely just amazed that it looks like Europe. We've both been in Europe, and this is magnificent. They built something like this. Cobblestone streets, everything. Completely unexpected. I would definitely come up here and visit if you're here in Da Nang. I would say give yourself at least 3 or 4 hours. Come early. We got here about 10:30, but yeah, well worth it. It was getting very drizzly and cold outside, so we popped into this little Italian restaurant here that wasn't super full and grabbed ourselves a little Hawaiian pizza, and then back to explore more of Sunwolde Vana Hills. They've even built a facade of a church, but I'm really curious to see what it looks like inside because from the outside it looks really good. Boy, it's cold. Oh my God, look at this. This is very much like a real church. They've really done a wonderful job recreating it. Very impressive. Did not expect to see this here. Man, they really went all out. Both Sue and I were really hoping to go check out the Alpine coaster, but as you can see, the weather is really bad and they've closed it down because it's way too foggy. So that's really kind of unfortunate because I was really hoping to check it out, but you never know what the weather's going to be like. Although maybe they are going to reopen it, but man, it's freezing. All right, well, we decided to do it because Sue really wanted to go, and got myself this silly raincoat just to protect myself a little bit from the wind, but the fog's actually cleared up. You're not supposed to have your phone out on this thing, but we kind of managed to pull it out as we're going up the hill here. What do you think, Sue? Did you enjoy it?
I loved it.
She was screaming, she was scared, but it was pretty quick, pretty fun. The bummer is if you get somebody in front of you and they're going slow, you kind of get stuck because there is like electronic braking system. But I'm wondering if we get one more run here. But this is the way it looks, and definitely fun. And we're lucky because it completely started to clear up. It's now around 2:30 in the afternoon and the place is really full. I think we're gonna make our escape now to get a taxi out of here before everybody tries to leave. And as you can see, the weather is getting a little bit better. It's a little bit clearer. So I think this is a perfect time to exit. It's huge grounds. There's a ton of things here to see. I don't think we'll do it all, but like I said, 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah,
it was good.
4 hours.
We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
One of my friends that has spent a lot of time here in Da Nang recommended this place, Pho Nok, for some pho. I wanted some authentic pho. And this place is quite cute, to the point where even the menu, look at this, the menu is just completely handwritten and lots of pictures on the wall. So I'm gonna try some of the pho here and see how it is. I'm not really hungry, but gotta try the pho while I'm in Vietnam. I got the special pho with the beef and also the rib meat. Obviously came with all the other stuff. I've had pho before, but I wanted to try it while here in Vietnam. That pho was really nice. Nice little family feel, good reviews. My friend did not let me down. It was 95,000 VND, which works out to be about $3.50. We've taken a grab over here to Marble Mountain, and this 24-minute grab ride was only 124,000 Vietnamese dong, which worked out to be $4.70. And now we're gonna go see Marble Mountain here, and the admission here was 20,000 VND, which is right around 72 US cents. Very inexpensive, and excited to go check out this magnificent mountain. So let's go. Very beautiful, but also kind of bizarre with the hands sticking out of the water. Okay, let's move on. We've got all the different animals here. Not zodiac signs, but I don't know if this is limestone or what, but it's very wet, but very cool. And literally like an idiot, I was telling Sue to be careful and I slipped going up the stairs because they're actually at an angle and I tripped. But wow, this place, look at this. I've been in a lot of caves, but not in one that is this wet. I mean, it's like literally drizzling everywhere. I'm not sure why, if there's water on top or if it's seeping through, but I can hear a waterfall, oops, in the distance. This cave was really interesting, and fortunately we got here before the bus loads of tourists so we can walk around and take a look. And I don't know how tall it was, but there was really a lot of beautiful things inside here to see, and a crazy path to walk up. Wow, these stairs are quite steep and extremely wet. So you gotta be, whoa, really careful coming here because they're also cut at an angle, so they are not flat. Oh my God, gotta go all the way up there? You gotta be kidding me. All right, I don't think Sue wants to go all the way up there, but I think I will go and do it just for you guys. Plus I gotta check this out. All right, let's get up there. You gotta be careful so you don't fall and so somebody ahead of you doesn't fall, because this is super treacherous, and I'm guessing it's wet because there's rainfall on top coming down. Yeah, that's a good long way up, and we're not even halfway there. Holy moly, I think we've actually made it up here to the top, and hopefully the view is worth it. That's quite a climb. All right, let's cross over this little bridge and see what's over here. Wait a minute, you guys gotta see this. This is where we started, all the way at the bottom. Wow, that's quite a view. Yep, there's Sue all the way down there, happy to be at the bottom. I don't think she would have wanted to climb this. Got tickets to go on the elevator all the way to the top, and then the tour. Elevator's one way, so it means we have to walk down. I'm not 100% sure, but it was 65,000 VND per person, which is $2.50. So it's pretty inexpensive for the attractions here, and no dual pricing. Very nice and breezy out today. We've been really lucky with the weather. It hasn't rained a ton, and now we're up here on the top of this mountain, of the Marble Mountain, with beautiful scenery behind me. There's another mountaintop, but there is a pagoda up here. Curious to go check that out. And I guess we're gonna have to walk down because we only bought a one-way ticket on the elevator. We'll see. Even in the pagoda design, there are 7 floors, signifying the 7 steps that Buddha took. This area is a lot larger than I thought. This is the first cave that we went to. This is the elevator that we went up. This is the pagoda that we saw, but look at all these other caves that you can access. Did not expect that. All right, let's go check some of it out. Sue is loving the climb. It's quite a climb. There's like 5 other caves here. I don't think we're gonna hit all of them, but I kind of want to climb up to this one and see what's going on up here. And yet another cave. This is the Van Thong cave. Like I said, there's 5 different caves. Don't think we're going to go into every single one of them, but we'll take a look at as many as we can since we are here already. This is the entrance. Whoa, got to be careful here. Almost fell yet again. And it looks like it's a pretty narrow way up there. I think we're going to skip this one, but we're going to continue on because there's still quite a bit of ground to cover here. I would say walking around these grounds is time well spent. No idea which way we're going. I think there's going to be another cave down here. Beautiful old structures here, these old gates. And not a lot of tourists up here. I think people don't really want to climb, but we have that, and then right behind, obviously, is this newer structure. Don't have a lot of the history here, except that a lot of this was built in the 17th century, and I think where we are right now, if you look at this old brick and these old gates, this is definitely hundreds of years old. Still, it's very colorful, very peaceful. Initially did not expect for there to be much up here. We went through the first cave and, we saw the elevators, but coming up here was definitely worthwhile. A lot more to see up here than I thought there would be. It's nice and cool. There's a nice breeze. I would definitely add this to your list of things to see if you come here to Da Nang, Vietnam. All right, time to go up to the river watching tower. It's definitely leg day today out here with all of these steps, but got to check it out while we are here. Beautiful views up here from the river watching tower. You can see these other little mountain tops and the roads, and there's even another temple down here, the neighborhoods, and of course the river flowing through. Obviously this is the way down if you don't buy the elevator ticket round trip, but it doesn't kind of make sense because then you have to go all the way back. And I think we actually skipped like 3 or 4 of the caves, but that's okay. We missed a whole section of the caves, and we don't want to go all the way back up and then walk up and down all over again just to see them. So yeah, I'm a little bummed that we got to miss it, but we've been doing so much walking and hiking in general that we're just not willing to go all the way up and down again.
And guys, we've been using Grab everywhere we go, and we have not had to wait more than 2 minutes anytime. I mean, most of the time they're right around the corner. There's so many of them around here, and it's so inexpensive that even if they did have public transportation here at these rates, it makes a lot more sense just to take a Grab, because we're literally looking at about $1 to $3 pretty much anywhere we want to go.
One thing you might notice if you're here in Vietnam is that the buildings are extremely narrow. And one of the reasons is that the French originally imposed taxes on the width of your lot. So the locals decided to make them deep instead of wide. And that's why you have so many of these really narrow buildings on these little pieces of land. Decided to just get out of the hotel and just go walk around some of the neighborhoods around here. Take a look at what normal life looks like here in Da Nang. This kind of reminds me of some of the apartment buildings I remember seeing in Russia in the late 70s before I moved to America. It's got that old communist block feel. All right, guys, it's been a really lovely near week-long trip here in Da Nang, Vietnam, and we're going to ask Sue first and see what she thinks.
First of all, the vibe. It has a very, very chill vibe. I think my favorite part was Banna Hills, because I know it's an amusement park, but somehow the way it's built and the whole attraction, I think it was very well done. I would definitely come back to Da Nang. Just I'm not sure if I would come back during the rainy season again, because it's nice and cool, but I would also like to check out Da Nang during the summertime and see what it's like in the summer.
This was the first time for both of us here in Vietnam, and Da Nang was great. It was actually nice because we came in the off season and it's much cooler than it was in Bangkok, so it was very refreshing. But we were both pleasantly surprised at how relatively clean everything was, how well organized it was. The architecture was really nice, all the buildings. I mean, the people were nice. I really enjoyed Hoi An. I thought that was a nice little city. But Da Nang just felt really good, very kind of inviting. And like Sue said, I think if we came during the high season, we'd get a different feel. But both of us enjoyed it very much. We're both definitely looking forward to coming back again. And now, all we have left to do really is to catch the flight. And while we're waiting for that, why don't you guys make sure you check out some of these other videos. Please make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon in another episode.